Morning, this is Dana Didoff from Astoria. I'm perched on the Columbia River and it's a sunny day here. In Astoria, we live in an area that's beautiful, but lots of storms in the winter. We've had a few this year, and lots of gray days and rain. We're lucky this year. There's a lot of sunshine. I was thinking about storms yesterday and surviving emotional storms and how much of human life has to do with stormy weather emotionally. If you want to survive an emotional storm, first of all, it has to enter your mind that it's even possible. Many people now don't think it's possible, unless, of course, you can rearrange circumstances, and you can't always, actually, as you know. And so one of the first things to do is locate the storm. Where is it? The storm is actually in your body, if you think about it. If you're not a ghost, it's in your body. It's not just psychological, because if it's just psychological, you are a ghost and we don't even need to talk. But if you're a human and you have a body, then thoughts can set off incredible storms. And thoughts aren't just psychological either, whatever that means. Because thoughts register in the body and they produce arousal states and they can really get you spinning. They can set off the whole body, in fact, in a storm. You know, set off your stomach and whip it around and your chest and your throat. Actually, some emotional storms can be so bad that they really put people at risk for their lives. So learning how to survive them is a really good thing. Most people think that if you can't survive an emotional storm, you either have to change the circumstances and that's great. If they change, you'll certainly feel better. Or they have to medicate themselves. And actually, there's nothing wrong with that if you have to have medication, because storms can get really bad and people sometimes really require that because they've been so long in distress. But sometimes it's possible to do it a different way. Sometimes, if you learn slowly. Well, first thing that's probably important is to have a little patience with yourself, because learning how to survive emotional storms and tornadoes is not something people can do overnight, you know, really. But the first thing to do is locate where the storm is. That will change something for you. Actually, if you notice that the storm really is inside your body, and if you notice that might not be the thing you want to notice. That might be the very thing you want to get away from. But less so, actually, if you notice where in your body it's spinning. What's tight? Just notice it. Now, the interesting thing about just noticing is that if you're just noticing, the part of you that's just noticing is not in the storm. Ever think about that? It's true. If you notice your stomach in a knot, you can feel it. It feels like it's everywhere. But if you notice it and you stay noticing it on purpose, non-judgmentally, in the moment, as Jon Kabat-Zinn says so wonderfully, if you notice that, there is a tiny bit of you that is aware and conscious and not in the storm. That might actually be the beginning of the eye inside of you. And from that place, you can see a lot. That's a safe place too, actually. But people usually don't go there because they feel this distress in their bodies and all the storms going on, and the last thing they want to do is feel more. However, since the storm is in your body, if you change your circumstances, you're very likely to take it with you. Unless you're a ghost, of course. I don't know about ghosts. I've never seen one. But I'll tell you something. If you try it, just try for a minute to notice where the storm is in your body. Just notice it. Don't reach out and try to grab it if it's spinning. Don't try to stop it. Just notice it. And that's a good place to be, is noticing, because that little tiny space that you're standing on can expand. It can be safer. And you can learn how to go there. And then you're pretty safe there, really, from storms. Now, storms in Astoria can be really fabulous and beautiful. people come out to the coast here just to watch the storms. I suppose nobody really likes emotional storms, but it's really better to watch them than to be in one of them. Anyway, I hope you have a good day. Fun talking to you. Bye-bye.